We have with us Fahad Masood, the International Security Analyst from Islamabad. Mr. Masood, thank you for joining us on Indus News Now. Fahad, tell us, how does North Korea's new long-range cruise missile different from its previous ones?
Well, as they have gone through the process, previously it was all to do with ballistic missiles. This is the first cruise missile that they've launched. It's a terrain-hugging, low-altitude, subsonic weapon system which is utilized to fly under the radar. The range, as explained or depicted by the government, is 1,500 kilometers, approximately 930 miles, which is decently long considering the peripheries of North Korea. South Korea being primary, and other than that, obviously, the American presence in Taiwan. So that comes well within range. The important aspect is, once again, the United Nations Security Council resolutions do not talk about the cruise missile program. They do have countered the ballistic missiles, but not the cruise missiles.
Right. Also, Fahad, tell us the temperature on the Korean peninsula is once again rising. What does this signify, and should the world be getting worried?
Well, worried may not be the word. Concerned, yes, because considering where we stand today, the next probable possible conflict or flashpoint can be the Asian pivot. Maybe the Taiwan Strait, may it be the North Korean push towards weaponization or nuclearization, for that matter. Under the present regime of Biden, United States has come up with this PACOM, which is the Indo-Pacific Command, relating to this region, where they make India as a part of their Pacific Command. So they're trying to negate China, as we call it, in the South China Sea, and instead of letting it become a global superpower, keep it to the regional superpower domain. So that is where flashpoints can occur, probability more than possibility.
Right. Also, Fahad, tell us, South Korea has said that Washington is committed to the dialogue process, but at the same time, Seoul and Washington conduct provocative military drills. How would you characterize this double-headed policy?
This process of communication stalled out in 2018, 2019. They're still trying to get back on track, but with Biden in place or in the seat, I think this will happen sooner than later, because the Democrats believe in communication, in getting together with a globalized world. So, long story short, these provocative timelines may not be a huge issue if sanity prevails and the understanding of geo-economics is kept on the track. So we're looking at greater communication, greater globalization with Biden in the seat.
Right. Lastly, Fahad, tell us, do you believe that North Korea is willing to agree to a denuclearization deal at any cost?
National security remains paramount no matter which country you go to. So present time, Kim Jong-un in Pyongyang would not be willing to sacrifice its national security or the belief system that they are carrying. I certainly think communication is the way forward. Negotiation table has to open up. People have to communicate so that they're able to understand the other side of the picture. As we've talked before, there are two sides to every coin. So this understanding has to be done. May it be through bilateral, trilateral dialogues, may it be through the United Nations, whatever. The world cannot afford another nuclear, or for that matter, a third world war. So that's my take on it.
Absolutely, the world cannot take another war any place in the world. Now, Fahad Masood, International Security Analyst, thank you very much for talking to Indus News.
Pleasure being here.